Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a quick vid, or I'm gonna do a video. Finally got the part that I needed for the air compressor. I bought for the air compressor, the valve plate, which is under the head here. So, I'm going to change that out and change the oil in it, and we'll try it out. So, let me grab my toolbox here for the wrenches. So I got that, and I need a adjustable wrench. Okay, so now I got the parts I'm gonna use, or the tools I'm gonna use. So for when I'm working on the head, I looked it up, and it's like 7 to 10 foot-pounds for the torque specs for the head bolts. So I'll also grab my torque wrench while I'm at it. An adapter, and we'll do the head bolts. We'll do that after we change the oil. So, can you see that? Let's see, can you see that? Yes. Okay, so let me grab my oil pan real quick because I'm going to change oil in the pump. And just like a Blitz oil drain. And so that's the oil drain plug right here. Yeah, that's the oil drain plug right there. And I will show you draining that after I get something to hold up the oil pan. So, let me get my stool here. That's gonna be good. Let me move this a bit closer. There. So, let me open this. There. So I got my oil pan here. Let me get a paper towel. And this is the oil I'll be putting in it. It's just Cobalt air compressor oil. I bought it at Lowe's. And just a quick update on that, or never mind, I'll do that in a separate video, but anyways, so let me put my gloves on here. So I don't get oil all over my fingers. And we'll change the oil right now. There. You'll see. Oh, that's pretty small. So there. Got a wrench. This is an 8mm wrench. Here I'm using. So let me zoom you in here. There. So I'll drain the oil. Let me get this dipstick out first. I don't know how much oil goes in it, so I'm just going to put enough in until it shows up on about the middle of the two lines on the dipstick, because it's not really good, like, writing, like how they describe it in the manual. It doesn't really say, like, how much oil to put in it, and so I'm just going to put it enough in to fill it. There's the oil. That's some pretty dirty oil, actually. Let's fit up a little bit. So you can see the oil draining out. I'll let that drain out. And while we're doing that, I'm going to take the safety cap off the new oil. If I can get it. I'm just letting that oil drain out while I open the new bottle of oil. I'm going to tip it up a little bit. That's some pretty nasty looking oil there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty gray. So, looks like that's the last of the oil in the pump. So, let me put you back up there and we'll tighten up the drain nut or drain plug or whatever you want to call it. Let me get that. So we'll tighten up the drain plug and refill it with oil. And you want to make sure this is fairly tight so it doesn't leak oil. There. That's tight enough. So now let's refill it with oil. This is going to take a while, I can tell. Dripping everywhere, so I'm going to attempt to keep it clean. I think we'll stop there and see how much it's got. You can see the old oil right there where my finger is. You can see it was pretty nasty because it's got some dirt in it or something. So I'll clean off the dipstick and stick it back in there and we'll see how much it's got. It's right below the minimum line, so we'll put some more in it. You never want to run these pumps with too little oil because you can burn them out. And that would not be good. So we'll see how that looks. Clean off the dipstick again. I think we could have a little more. We'll put that back and see how much it has on it. Put a little more in, I think. Alright, we'll try that. So, clean off the dipstick here. And stick it in. Alright, that's good. It's full of oil now. Now we can move on to replacing the head gas, or the head valve plate. So, next we'll do that. I'm going to put this back in here. Close up the oil and clean it off a little bit. Alright, so we got the oil changed. Now we can proceed to working on the head. So, let me put my oil pan back here. And I'm going to change my gloves after, so that I don't get any dirt in the head, because there's a little bit of dirt on my gloves from doing the oil pan. So throw those oil gloves out, and I'll take the oil pan here, put it away. There. Alright, so now what we can do is proceed to working on the head of the pump. So, there, now you can see. So what, didn't use very much oil, but, so what we'll do is take off the 4 head bolts, take this off here. I'll show you what we have to take off. So, you have to take off these 4 bolts here, the head bolts. Then we have to take off this bolt where the air goes out. And while I'm at it, this is the air filter here. I'm going to check that to make sure it's clean. And then the valve plate will be under that. And it looks like that. So, I'll start that. So, reposition you. There. Alright. So, what we'll do, let me grab another pair of gloves. So we'll go to changing the valve plate now. So, get my gloves on. I'm wearing vinyl gloves because I prefer these over like mechanics gloves. These I just got at Harbor Freight for like $7. It's like 100 pairs of them, so it should last me a while. Alright, so let me find the ratchet size. I would take these off and let them put them, but I don't want to mess them up, so Nope. Sorry it's kind of taking long, but it's kind of taking long because I'll show you my toolbox, but there's the right one. So I'll show you my toolbox, and so you can see it's a whole arsenal of that. Hold on, have a phone call. Sorry about that when my friends called. So I got the socket. It's a 1/4 inch socket, I think. Now this air compressor will be primarily for doing like using the blow gun, because this air compressor is only a 4 gallon and my new impact wrench needs like a 7 gallon or like at least an 8 gallon, and that's what the Craftsman one I have is. So yeah, this one's going to be primarily for using the blow gun, which is often what I use. And even with the 8 gallon air compressor, you can only intermittently use the impact gun, because it takes too much CFM to be run like constantly. So get all these head bolts loosened up here. Let me get an extension real quick, make it easier. There. So let me remove this right now. I'm removing the line that's used for the air to go into the tank right now. On the other side, I showed you it earlier in the video, but you need to remove it so you can take the head off. So let me remove the head right now. There. And there's going to be washers under each of these bolts, so you need to not lose those. So, get all these bolts off. I decided I'm not going to clean the air filter, or check the air filter. I've already taken that off. It's like the air filter / muffler on it. So I don't need to clean it, because I've already cleaned it once. There we go. So I got the head off. This is the head here. And there's a gasket under there. Here's the valve plate. I'm gonna leave. This is the old valve plate here. Put that there. I'll put that old valve plate there and open the new one. And I need to take my gloves off for that. So, let me get a pair of scissors. Here. And it's easier if you just leave that gasket in place, because it's kind of hard to line up the holes on it. So, this side here is going to go on top. And it goes like this. You just want to line up the holes like that. And now the holes are lined up. So you can see they're all lined up there. All of them are. Those are the holes where the head bolts go in. So now let's put the head back on. So you want to line up the bolts, and believe me, it's easier to just leave the bolts in there when you take it apart, so you don't have to mess with them, try and get them all lined up. just kind of finger tighten them for now. And make sure you're I don't know why this isn't going in here. Oh, that explains it. The holes aren't lined up. Be careful when you're doing this so you don't hit the head gasket or you have to buy a new one. Which is kind of a pain because you have to wait a while for it. Like this one I had to wait for a week. Or for the part I ordered at least. I ordered it off Amazon. That's where I usually buy parts for stuff I'm repairing. And this is my own air compressor now. One of my mom's friends gave it to me. She didn't need it anymore, so that's kind of nice. You didn't have to buy one. I already have one, but I like the oil ones better. They're more durable and run cooler and stuff like that. So, I'll be right back. My friends just got here. Hi everybody. Sorry about that. My friends came over. But anyways, I got the head bolts back on. Once you get them snug down, which is what I'm doing right now, set them snug. Once you get them snug down, all of them, then you go and tighten them. And they don't need to be very tight, because you can warp the head if you don't. But just make sure they're tight evenly. So like do that one, then do that one, then this one, and this one. So that's done for that part, and then you want to pull that little part there back up and tighten it up. This is the line where the oil or the air goes into the air tank. So, get my adjustable wrench here. And sorry. Hey everybody, sorry about that. I just finished it off camera, putting the head back on and stuff because my mom called, needed something, but I just tried it out and still not pumping any air up. So there's like a diaphragm or a spring or something in here. I took it apart, but I'm gonna see if I can get one of those, and see if I'll see if I can't get one of those and replace that, and the dipstick on the oil needs to be replaced also because it seems to be leaking oil for some reason. It's a 2-part dipstick I found, and that between the 2 parts there's a seal, and it's leaking from that spot where the seal would be. So I'm going to order those parts tonight, and I need to order a new drain valve for the bottom drain there, because you can see the top one has that handle on it, but the bottom one is missing. So anyways, if you have any questions, comment, rate, subscribe. See you later.